Hello, everybody. I didn't play the Barbarian, so off stream, I mean. So we're gonna pick up exactly where we left off last time. Did make a little music video thing and put it on the YouTube though. So if you want to listen to a little over an hour's worth of EQ music with like a chill little avatar, you can do that now. I was working on the website a little bit though too, and I was trying to see if I could integrate like a forum with the login system that's already built into the website, or if I could like use Google Sheets to build my own with some API, or you know, just looking at different options, or like repurposing the blog system to be a forum. But I couldn't really find a good solution that wouldn't require people to log into a whole separate thing. Iron ore, 2 spider eyes, and an oil stone. Well, we got that's what I just got, right? Okay. Just check these people while we're already here. I know I literally just looked it up, but I already forgot. Did I need 2 small spider eyes? You can ask my girlfriend. I have the memory of a goldfish. Right, Mimor?
Baby?
I have the memory of a goldfish?
Yes, you do.
Is that an audio glitch? Is that me? Is somebody else attacking something? It went away. Maybe it was a guard attacking something and I was just close. I don't know. That was weird. Oh yeah, it must have been these guards killing that thing. Okay. I'm not crazy. I might be a little bit crazy. Am I crazy, Myanmar?
Maybe either.
Am I crazy?
No, ma'am.
Oh, there's our first spider eye. There's an ammo where we could just wipe out a bunch of spiders and get what we need and go back inside, but especially around this level, I like to pad out the XP some so that the quest can push me into the next level for the next set of quests. But we need to kill any spiderlings we come across, though. That's going to be imperative right now. The rest of this stuff will just give me some, you know, starting money. There's a spiderling, but I also want to kill that thing. But spiderlings first. Move the microphone a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't make it too loud or too soft, but... Oh, that was nice. One hit kill. Maybe we can get lucky with this guy too. I doubt that's going to be a quest item for me, but you never know. Get over here, bird. I mean, we're almost level 5. I could... Did I get water? I didn't. Crap. Okay, oh well. I don't think there's any grocers out this far. Well, God's lighting up like the mic is picking something up, but I don't know. It's weird. Oh, we're out of power. Keep forgetting to check that. Crap. Should have the power to hit that crow once. Yeah, there we go. Probably look up what the level 5 quest is going to be for barbarians. That way we could just grab the item while we're out here, you know, 2 birds with 1 stone type situation. Page 74. Let's see. Shaman. 7. Oh, it's a... Oh. There's one at 4 and 5? So which one am I on? Oh, I'm on the level 4 one right now. Oh, okay. Freeze Blood Wardens. We gotta head southeast. That way. I mean, we can just keep hitting stuff until we get close to there. We can at least see what level they are. I really want to turn that off, that auto attack thing. I was using it the other night, but I'm not using it right now. There we go. Freeze Blood Frostling. It's not exactly what we need, but actually this would probably get me close to 5. Oh, sweet. And we got a ring. Does that ring do anything? No, it doesn't do anything. Oh, well. Still putting it on. I don't know. Okay, there we go. There's a shaman. What did I need again? Warden. That's what we're looking for, a warden. But I also need a bunch of these spiderlings. So let's get one of these two over in here. Yeah, of course you're gonna go run by that wolf. Assuming that the warden's gonna be over there by those ruins. Just try not to pull that wolf. Another raider. It said southeast. I just don't know how. I definitely want south. I don't know how east I'm going here. Get over here. I may pull that shaman too. No? Okay.
Trying to do emails.
It's all good. Okay, let's see. It's just another wolf cub. Young spider. Okay. Come here, spider. Need your eyeballs. Give me your eyeballs, spider. Ooh, actually did get the eyeballs. That's good. Oh, try not to grab that thing. Shoot, I keep yawning. Really? Now the game froze all of a sudden? I guess better now than later. Sorry everyone, I need to restart the game. I couldn't tell if you were laughing or crying.
Life motto for like nursing edition, right? And that's it. It's just funny.
Sorry, Brian. Still trying to log in. The fortunate incident just now. Oh, readjust myself. Didn't get pull anything when we were DCing. So these shamans and stuff are red. Supposedly this quest I should be able to do at 5 to 6 and 5. So shaman, raider. I don't see any wardens still. Do I have to cross the river? Maybe that thing over there, on top of that hill. It's a lot of river cars. I'm gonna pull one. Yeah. I guess now that we're back in town, we can just turn this quest in, get the upgraded weapon, get some starter armor, and get some water. See, I got the eyes. Got the ore, I got the eyes. I need an oil stone. It's gonna sell me an oil stone. You okay, Mama?
I'm fine with a nap.
It has rained a bunch, and the mosquitoes and gnats and creepy crawlies are in abundance right now. Forgot which vendor I'm supposed to be even looking for.
Let me.
Merchant Mally. Merchant Mally. Yep, well, there's in the guild. It's not even the guild. There was You gonna go lay down, Mimo?
Yep, yep. Have any other utensil around in the...
Before you go lay down, will you bring me water if you're going to the kitchen anyway?
Water or lemonade?
Lemonade. Thank you, babe.
Appreciate it.
Jesus. Okay. So we're looking for Merchant Millie. That's who we are looking for, chat. Oh, wait, that was her. Where was she? Merchant Millie, whatever. Okay. Should have the eyes and the... What's this thing again? Not a hammer. Let's go upstairs, turn this bad boy in, get our new hammer. Okay. I went to the wrong person, apparently. Was it this person? There we go. Okay, give you these, maybe a thing or two. Okay, well that got us close to 6, so that might help us get to where we need to be. I might be able to find a shield. Crappy little shield. Thank you for the drink, babe. Blackberry lemonade. Okay. Now, gotta go back towards those goblins, but this time, when we go back towards these goblins, let's find us a tailor somewhere. Let's say there's some tailors over here. Yeah. Get us some level 5 armor, and then go look at these smithies or whoever, see if we can find a shield. Hey, come here. Not you. You either. Must be you. Yep.
Hold your nose. Okay.
With the bug?
Yeah.
I live in a swamp, and with the dogs, bag of snow. Why they have a bag of snow is beyond me. But with all the dogs that we have, and letting them in and out to go to the bathroom and stuff, the bugs are bound to get in. Let's check that chest piece we got, see if it actually does anything. No, it just has AC. Alright, let's replace that bad boy. It's got 4 AC. How much does this level 5 one have? Oh, 8. Okay. Okay, so now we have half decent armor. Some merchants here. What do you sell? Oh, probably could have just read the thing. So are these all just trade skill people? Yep. Don't need a spirit master. I need somebody who sells shields. Does Anybody in chat know who sells shields or water in Hallis? Because that's what we need. This is the rogue guild, apparently. Does that weapon that I got from that quest have anything neat on it? Yeah, stamina and wisdom. I can live with that. Or ooh. Those are all two-handed. Except there's one in there that was one-handed. Can't really use that one quite yet. Check these smithies, and I thought there was somebody in there. Logger hammer. I just read the thing instead. Spear dagger. Nope. Sword or axe. Nope. Actually, I kind of want to see if they have a one-handed spear, like a low-level one. Nope. Maybe the shield goes in that hallway? Your staff. So weapons. Doesn't really tell me much. Spear dagger. Those are all high level. He's not gonna have what I want in there. Alright, Shouty. Shouty. I think we've pretty much tapped out all of the merchants over here, unless there's something over here behind this building that I missed. I think this way is just the Waycinder and the Warrior Guild, right? Yeah, it's gotta be the Warrior Guild. Oh, no. There's dude. Right there. There we go. Now all we need is somebody who sells water. I'm betting the provisions person is on the other side. In the hallway. Not hallway, but the bridge thing. Go see if we can find them. I mean, not really much we can do after that. It's just go and kill stuff till maybe we level enough to really find the people we're looking for. It's just that, goblin that we didn't see the first time. He has to be past that river, though, I'm thinking. Yep, there's our grocers. Okay. Don't really need food because I have my heal. Just need a decent amount of water. Can't use this one until I level. But I'm not that far away from leveling. But it is also more expensive. Let's also prepare these bad boys. I have XP that? No, no. Good. Cool. Oh, probably because I turned that quest in. Even if I did, I turned that quest in. Probably should have thought about that. Okay, so we're 2 bars from 6. And the guy we need is southeast, right? So let's head southeast. Kill stuff on the way. And then hopefully we will have hit 6 by the time we get there. And with the better armor and weapons and stuff, maybe we have stand a better chance against that yellow that was in that river. You're a rat. Sweet. Yeah, a bunch of junk off him. And I just spilled blackberry lemonade all over myself. Oh, cool. You want crow? Maybe Crow's tired of watching stupid movies. Yeah, that's a Mystery Science Theater 3000 joke. Send him cheesy movies, the worst we can find. I think the next, like after VODs, of course, I think the next like video I'm gonna do for YouTube is going to be an instruction guide on this, on how to set up the game, because I've had a number of people ask for it. Or it's gonna be a review of Sandstorm from my perspective. And at some point, I'd like to do like a conversational video with EQOA Nostalgia, maybe Altura. I'd love to get one with Zai, but I'm kind of doubting that's going to happen just because our schedules are so different. Because I want to say he's from like Norway or Sweden or something. And my night is his day, and so on and so forth. Maybe one night I'll just stay up real late and do it if he'll schedule it with me. Just have him on stream with me. And I'd like to do an interview with him. I'd like to do an interview with Altura, and I'd like to do an interview with EQOA Nostalgia. I am working with Altura on the EMU project, but I haven't like done anything there yet, mainly just because I've been swamped with work, like actual pay my bills work. And I don't want to code directly after work most of the time. But I think this weekend I'll have some spare time. I can do it then, you know, play around with it. I'd still like to just have a good chat with him. Or maybe just some of the other devs from the EMU project. But I would like to get Zai from Sandstorm. That's my big fish and EQOA nostalgia. Just because he's played such a big role in the community. I tried to leave a message on one of his videos, but I think because I tagged my site or something in it, it was like the community standards took it down, and I just never went and fixed that. Well, that guy's gonna be white to me soon. Oh, I'm gonna pull with that thing if I get too close. See, I feel like I shouldn't have to cross the river because there were so many reds and stuff just directly across that river. They should be at most yellow, right? You'd think. Maybe if I head further south, they'll be there. I'm not expecting them to be to con blue, dark blue, or light blue at level 6. I'm expecting them to be white, maybe yellow, but not red. So the closer I get to all these red things. Hey, Eco. Is the Sandstorm server big? What do you mean by big? Like population? Have you played EQOA before? Like, do you mean the world? Population stays somewhere between 200-300 players at any given time. And as far as the world goes, if you haven't played EQOA before, it's big. Oh, okay. Yeah, me too. Yeah, Sandstorm's, it's got a healthy population. I mean, at low to mid levels, I'm not having trouble finding groups. I may have to solo for a little bit before I find a group, but I wouldn't say it's like a big problem. What was your main before the shutdown? Ooh. We got a stamina HP 7. Yes, please. And I get to see my beautiful face. Hey, me too. My main was a warrior. I was a Freeport human warrior on the pillar path, and I was like main tank. Didn't have the DPS to do crap, but I could take a beating. Like the day of the shutdown, I took a bunch of pictures, but I was still had it on my. Of course, I had it on my PlayStation, but like I used a crappy digital camera to take a bunch of pictures. They're still like up on my Facebook. Are you interested in Sandstorm? Like, are you interested in coming to try on it? It's still in development, so it's not perfect. There's stuff missing, and are like problems, but it's a solid foundation. I'm gonna make a tutorial video eventually, maybe this weekend, on how to install everything, but I can give you a quick and dirty. Oh, there's that thing I needed. I can give you a quick and dirty rundown. Okay. Yeah, I helped back in the day, and I'm trying to start helping again. My job in real life is a software developer, so I'm trying to help as much as I can. But as far as like setting up, I can, like I said, if you want the quick and dirty, I can give you the quick and dirty. It's really not that difficult though. Come on, come on, just die, guy. I know I don't need to keep casting heal on myself that much, but I'm like super worried that I'm gonna die. I'm gonna kill him. He's not even giving me the. No. I think that's what I needed actually, right? Headband? Yeah, cool. Well, we got the quest item. Which means that probably put us close to level 7. Oh yeah, I did the free roam thing too. Oh, we got another stone circlet. I did the free roam thing too. I have some video. So the Project Return Home YouTube channel was the infancy of what became eqoaemu. I was helping with that, and I shared that YouTube channel for a while. But since then, nobody's been using it, and I own the website, so I turned it more into a hub website for information and stuff. But my other YouTube channel, like my personal one, I did a number of videos of just running around in the world in the free roam, and that was the nostalgia from that was just a drug in my vein, and I have been dying to play this ever since. Oh crap, crap. My biggest complaints right now with the game as it stands, though, with Sandstorm, I've gotten to mid-level. So level cap right now is 50. I've gotten about a 25 enchanter. I think he's like 24 or something. And I played a lot of the low levels. But the aggro radius is kind of broken. Some of the levels of the lower level mobs are inconsistent. It's debated whether AC is working properly or not. And there's a number of like text and grammatical errors. I wouldn't say like enough for it to be a huge problem, but it's enough that I was able to take notice of it. Now, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen them aggro through stealth. But, okay, say that back in the day... Let's see if we can get him to stay still. Stay still. Like, this was probably the aggro radius of back in the day. Now, I can get, like, that close where the name doesn't even show up, and I'll pull, like, goblins when I'm trying to quest on my rogue. I have some VOD that you can see it become a problem, and I actually like bring it up a number of times in the VODs when it actually is a problem. But I haven't seen the invis thing. The only time I've gotten caught with invis was a will-o'-the-wisp, and I should have known better because I know those things can see through invis. I know this is the boring part, watching me solo these mobs, but the closer it gets me to level 8, the closer I am to having invisibility, the closer I am to having invisibility, the easier it is to run to Freeport. And once I get to Freeport, I can actually start getting in groups, because that's where everybody really is at. Oh shit, I was not paying attention to my health. That was dumb of me. There is a good chance I'm going to get dead. We'll see. I'll highlight myself. But yeah, dead is installed. Dead is a thing. Let's see. Yep, I have debt. I'll turn in this quest. You can actually see it. It should go away just because I'm turning this quest in though. Yeah, see? It's a low amount, but usually at the low levels it's a low amount anyway. Did you see that empty text box? I probably should have gone slower, but like that's an example of some of the text issues. Another really easy one to see is the Halfling Rogue starting quest. They misspelled the word "the" to "deh," T-E-H. And there's a number of like grammatical mistakes where like the plural is used instead of the singular is used instead of the plural, or there's a missing comma or period or whatever. It's not enough to like break your immersion or throw you out, but as somebody who wants to see all iterations, all these different projects do the absolute best they can, I want to see it. I want to see it like perfect. I want to see correct spelling, grammar, and numbers, and man, this is my starter city. Yeah, this is Hallis. Hallis. This is the barbarian starting city. Hallis in the far north. Just west of us is Everfrost and the cave where Lady Vox is. I mean, you had to get past the mountains and stuff, but she's over there somewhere, lurking. You remember Lady Vox? Did you ever get a chance to kill her? It's a big blue ice dragon, is what she was. Alright, so the next quest is level 7. And we need 8 to get invis. I'm looking at the strategy guide right now, so I can't see chat. If you're saying anything, I apologize. Was it near the igloos with the... No, you're thinking of Hexbones, I think. They were near... It was an evil outpost. I just can't think of the name off the top of my head. But they were pretty south of Vox. You had to go north. Like, she was by a bunch of ice giants. That was like the main guards of her cave was ice giants. Once through the tunnel, heading southwest to the Freeze Blood Hordes. The camp isn't far from the mountainside. Okay, so we gotta go this way for the level 7 quest. So let's just go this way and kill stuff. And then hopefully we'll be strong enough to take one of these things out and get the quest item. So when and if we die again, we'll jump close to level 8. Maybe get like a yellow into 7 if we can get the quest done. Assuming the quest item can be pre-looted. Come here, you. There we go. Oh, we got 4 points. Okay. I feel like I should get that to 100 a little quicker. But stamina means more HP, and more HP means less dying. Come here, you. I'm gonna zap you. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that's where those things are. Oh, that's the thing. Sorry, I just noticed I had a missing text message. A shaman or a necro? I know you can dual box on this server, but I want to say they lock the IPs down to where you can only do 2. So you could do a shaman and a necromancer. I don't dual box, just not my thing, but if it's your thing, go for it. Shamans, you're probably going to get groups easier, just because healers, you know, always wanted, but necro, you're gonna have a lot easier time soloing. No, I hear you. I couldn't either, honestly. I play Final Fantasy 11 too. Like, I have an active subscription to Final Fantasy 11, and so many people, like, I've seen people like full group box, which is like 6 accounts, 6 running paid accounts, which is nuts to me, but people do it. It's just not my thing. Okay, I'm gonna assume that's a rare spawn. And I have not seen a rare spawn yet. I'm not gonna attack it because I'll get my ass beat, but... Oh, shit. Alright. Apparently she runs about as fast as I run. Okay, we're getting into the yellows and the whites. I'm also, oh, that's not great. I mean, if you play Necro, Necro's great for soloing, if that's your jam. But if you want groups, can never go wrong with a shaman. Utility is too important. You can heal, you got Sal, you got all that other, you got dots, everything else. I didn't even realize that I had these. Let's get rid of those. Do I have a bunch of, like, quest items or anything? One thing I never liked is if there's two things that stack in your inventory, like in on a dead enemy's body, that you also have in your inventory, but there's a third item that you don't have in your inventory that is also stackable, it won't just take the two that will stack and add them to your stacks. It you have to either pull them individually or you're SOL. Hey look, it's Guard McLovin. Hello Guard McLovin. I need to see your ID. You ready to hear some heresy? I never watched that movie all the way through, and I don't care for it. I know there is a pretty rabid fan base of that show that will hunt me down and beat me for saying that. Oh, shit. And all of those people apparently control the mobs here. That's why this thing's attacking me. Damn it. Oh, sweet. This guy was nice enough to help us out. Pulling these things is going to be a pain in the ass. That's not that bad. Thought the thing was gonna... Oh, shit, it heals itself. Okay, I take back everything I just said about this thing not being that bad. Tell this guy what I'm doing. Let's get rid of a couple of these things. Which item? That is a good question. I don't remember. 2 steel bars. So all these are shamans. So that means they're all gonna heal themselves. isn't great. Oh, I think this guy's gonna help me out. Oh, so apparently I'm not even in the right spot. See, I would have just wasted a bunch of time here for nothing. This guy being smart. If you happen to see this later on the VOD, Swisher House, on the YouTube channel, I appreciate you. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Also, for some reason, I just lost Sal. Can't wait till I get a little puppy. It's a level 12 spell too, I think, to get the little puppy. I wish you could rename the familiars. You rename him Bestest Boy. I actually lost the guy. Crap. He's heading this way. Alright, I'm following his puppy. Puppy might actually outrun me too. Alright, well, looks like he's turning. And he's attacking that bad boy there. Oh, shit, what hit him? Oh, same guy. Are you bringing me to the wardens? Did the wardens also drop steel bars? Oh, I think it was these dudes over here. Oh, actual hoarders. Okay, so it didn't mean like a large group of, it meant their name is actual hoarders. Yeah, alright, was that? Yeah, steel bars. Woohoo! Well, Swisher House, again, thank you. You have been super, oh shit, super helpful. Oh, you got that. Alright. Turn around to help a 12 kill like a level 8 or something. Like I'm gonna be of a bunch of use there. But yeah, I mean, Echo, however we're gonna say it. I mean, you just saw, like, the community's really cool. Do I have a link to a guide? I don't, but that being said, if you go to projectreturnhome.com, up at the top, I have a link to, I can't give you the files. I also can't just provide you with a link to go where they're downloaded from, but I put it this way. If you need the ISO and the BIOS files, I give you a very easy way to find them. And then I also have a link to Sandstorm. And on his site, Zai's site, which is eqoa.live, he does have a video that John Greenway made a while back that has a slightly updated installation guide. The BIOS files are the ones you need to emulate the PlayStation 2, and the ISO file is the actual game, like EQOA game disk files. And then the setup and stuff is what you need from Zai's eqoa.live site. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a legal thing. Can't explicitly give those files out. I did actually email Daybreak to ask if I could get permission to. That was like last week and I haven't heard back. Also, same thing with the Prima Guide. I do host the Prima Guide, which is questionably legal, but they seem to be cool with it, and also I've emailed them. I will say this, you shouldn't have to worry about registering with that forum or the files that they offer. They are a reputable, that's a reputable site. I want to take that ring just because it's a ring. It doesn't have any stats on it or anything. I just want it because I want it. I think we're going to be pretty close to getting level 8 tonight. Which means this stream may end up turning into a Let's Run to Freeport stream. I really don't feel like hanging out here till level 12 and soloing to level 12. That sounds like a nightmare. Whatever, I have enough junk. I don't need to worry about it. Plus, I already pre-bought my spells. I don't need to worry about that. Oh, can you? Oh, yeah, that's what I came in here to do. I swear, dude, my memory is... It lasts in seconds. getting pretty close to 2 yellows. Don't know how much experience that quest is gonna actually give me. So I'm a bit hesitant to just go back. So what if it only gives me half a level? Well, again, I guess it doesn't really matter because I still have all the spells pre-bought. So even if I didn't level there and I came back out here, killed things, leveled, I'd still be closer to running to the next town anyway. Yeah, if you get on, like, say, if you get on in the next, say, 20 minutes, if you're able to install and jump in the next 20 minutes, I'll make a new character with you. We can run around. I'll pocket heal you or something. Or if you want to make a barbarian, I'll just pocket heal you the rest of the night until I log out. It doesn't exist? Hold on. I don't know what this website is. Let's see. That one's 404 too. So cool ROM is out. That one didn't work. Usually EMU Paradise is. Let's see. They're pretty solid. Okay, I just logged in. Let's go back here, click that. Oh, the Google Drive link is gone. Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't read your comments there for a minute because I have 3 monitors, but one's like up high and I can't see it when I have my game full screened on this one and I have a browser on the other one. So I can't look at OBS at the same time. Yeah, I mean, I'll help you out. Hold on. Let me dig real quick. Oh, this one looks promising. Let's just, okay, hold on. Let's see. EverQuest Online Oh, okay. Download could not link match your IP. I don't know what that means. I don't know why it needs to link to your IP, but whatever. Okay, let me compare that file to my actual file and make sure that they aren't. This isn't like a scam. Desktop. There. Here. That's not what I wanted to do. Come on now. Be crappy computer. Okay, see, that says well, it is compressed. So maybe. Maybe. I'm still looking, man. I apologize that I'm not talking a bunch. I have fiber internet, but even with fiber internet, a big file like this takes a second to download. And I can run it in a sandbox, so if there's a virus or something on it, I'm not risking my computer. Always run this stuff in the sandbox. Everybody should, if you don't know what a sandbox is, Google it. If you're on the VOD, you can get Sandboxy. That's a good one. It just emulates your operating system onto a like piece of memory in your RAM. It just gives it a really small quote unquote hard drive, and you know, boot up whatever you want on it. And if it's a virus, deletes it. It doesn't actually get on your PC. It isolates it from everything. Okay, let's see what this bad boy has in it. Yeah, hey, I found this one's legit. I got you. I got you, bro. And thank you for telling me, because now I need to go update the website. You have to, like, you don't have to log into this one, but you have to jump through a couple of hoops. It's like, click this, click that, but it works. Go check your Discord, Echo. Is it Echo or Eco? Is it, how am I pronouncing it? Is it ECHO or is it ECO? Or even that's Eco. Eco, Echo. Yeah. Is it ECO pronunciation or ECHO pronunciation? Because I don't want to keep calling you the wrong name. I don't want to be a jerk. You know what? Since you did that, I don't need to, but I'm gonna go update the site real quick. Because I don't want people jumping on the site and finding out that that link's broken and not be able to play. Admin. Okay, that works. Also, if you feel like being on the stream, I'll let you into the little super secret chat room at the bottom, but that's 100% up to you. I don't know how comfortable you are with using your voice for everybody to hear, because it will be in the VOD. Okay, what did I name that page? Shit. Required files. Okay. ID. Okay, 135. Edit link. Open a new tab. Target equals underscore blank. Saved. Okay, now let's just go refresh it and make sure that correct. Yep. Okay, cool. Now anybody else that goes to the site isn't going to be brought to that dead link, that dead Google Drive. So thank you for that catch. Let's go back to town and kill some blues on the way there. What the heck was that? Oh, hey, Night Shift. Appreciate the follow. I do like that punny name. I am a huge fan of puns. So please make as many puns as you want in the chat, and if anybody gives you shit, I will pun them to death. It is 8:17 for me right now. My girlfriend is out of school right now, so I don't have to wake up super early for work. I work from home. I'm a software developer, and I get to work from home. So I only wake up, I have to wake up at 9, so I can stay up to about... I usually like to lay down at 9:30 so we can watch TV together, but I usually like to be asleep by 11. But when her school starts, I have to get up at like 5 in the morning. And I cook her breakfast and make her coffee and help her get ready for school. And then I usually just clock in a little early, and I either clock in early or I jump on Final Fantasy 11 and run a couple of dungeons before work or whatever. Play with my dogs. Yell at my cats to get off the fucking counter. Oh, dude, I don't either. I used to work for ExxonMobil. I was a software developer there, and I had to work on site at an oil refinery because I had to like go in the field to meetings and like see how these guys wanted their apps built and stuff. And my shift there started at 4 a.m. and they were 12-hour shifts. So I had to get up at like 2:30, 3 to get ready for work. I hated that shit. Now I can wake up at like 8 in the morning and just be like, let's start the day, man. I got a good sleep. And then on turnarounds, I only got like 1 day off every 2 weeks. 1 day off a week, if I was lucky. For 3 to 6 months at a time. Because we were the only software developers on site, and we were the ones who built the software that they used. So if there was ever a problem during the turnaround, they needed us on site, so we had to work in shifts. There was only like 5 of us. Well, I guess there was technically 4 of us, because one of us just did data work. He didn't really like code a bunch. Okay, apparently my inventory was full. No, my inventory's not full anymore, guy. I just got rid of some stuff. There we go. Alright. Did I level? That was what the ding was, right? That was me leveling. Then we get stamina to 110 and then push wisdom up to 100. Yeah, we're doing it to it, boys. Maybe ladies, I don't know. I don't know if there's any ladies in here. Oh, it was, man. It really was. It was a bucket load of money, but it, you know, the trade-off was not great. Whoops, did I have that the whole time? I did. Shit. Well, whatever. Oh, I didn't mean to put that there either. Crap. Alright, we're just gonna redo this anyway. Alright, let's do this real quick, and then we will either run, or if Echo is on, I will pocket heal for them a bit. Let's see. I want to do healing here. Strength and stamina above 1, 2, 3. Put you there. Put you there. Okay. Now we need a... I haven't really been using the dots. I know the dots are like super good as a John, so I should be using them. Antidotes. I don't know that I'm going to be using antidote enough to keep it on my bar. Where's that mind spell? Shock of Spirits, that's what I needed. Put Shock of Spirits there. And I think... Oh yeah, invisibility. There's so many good spells that... Damn it, I put invisibility in the wrong spot again. Whatever. I'm just gonna deal with it. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I honestly, I'm kind of a workaholic myself. This new job, I feel responsible for the contracts I take out, or not that I take out, that the company takes out, and I'm assigned to. So like, if I tell the client, yeah, I'll have it by this day, and there ends up being some like huge problem that I can't get it done on time, I'll stay up and just work my ass off and get it done. Like last week, I pulled like a 17-hour shift to make sure I could get a proof of concept done for a client. That's more of a me thing than it is a... See, on my rogue, if I use hide, he practically walks. Invisibility is so much better with casters. You don't get the huge speed debuff. Okay, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the river and then head south. Let me sign out of that. Maps. I need maps. You would think I wouldn't at this point, but I do. Okay, we're in Hallis. So, oh, well, I have it up. What I was trying to mention earlier was Xanthar's Keep. That's south of Xanthar's Keep is the Hate Bones. North of that is Permafrost. That's where Lady Vox is. That's what I was trying to tell you earlier. Okay, if I go straight south of Hallis, I should eventually hit DM. And if I hit DM, I go east, and I can hit High Pass, and then I can keep going east and hit Freeport. Probably be my easiest route. I guess I could just grab Mord too, since we're like right there. I don't need it, but you know, might as well get it now instead of later. My girlfriend made me some blackberry lemonade, and it is delicious. Yeah, so my warrior, my best friend Jeremy, he played a monk, and he had two friends, Ixidar and Zara, and we would all go do Hate Bones. And then me, Jeremy, and a buddy of ours named Chris, who we met through the game, we usually just pug a healer and go to Hex Bones. They were good, like, I want to say 50 to 60-ish. But also, I want to say the Kappas. No, Kappas were CMs, right? Like, because I remember doing Kappas a lot. But I think it was whenever I was going for my Defender Masterclass. It was Kappas and Phantoms that were in that big pyramid thing from Arceus, Arcanus, whatever, Arc. We always called it Arc, but south of Arc. Especially these low levels, I'm always worried that I'm gonna lose invisibility. I remember this river run, and from the intersection, I remember running to the castle. Also, bandits were near the intersection. I think you're talking about DM, like following this all the way south. Yeah, because there's bandits near DM. I think the intersection you're talking about is that bridge just south of Darren's Manor. Because if you head east, that's how you get to High Pass. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I can never remember if it's this. I'm pretty sure it's this one. But there's one here, and there's one on the other side of the river, a little bit further south. This is where the crystalline orb drops. There's a rare spawn that spawns either here or down a little further south in these freeze blood villages. But I farmed so long to get that stupid shield. Just because I wanted something glowing. I apologize, this is not the most exciting part of the stream. But as any of you old EQOA players know, how much of a necessity the coach runs are. We are in Freeze Blood Village, southeast. Here's my map. Freeze Blood Village. So, oh, we're not even close. All right. Actually, if we head southeast from here, we should hit Mord pretty quickly. So we can grab Mord, go back to the river, go back south, hit DM, then east to High Pass, further east to Freeport. Once you have High Pass and Freeport, like getting everything else is easy. Because you can go north of Freeport to grab those like corner coaches. You can go west of DM to get Queens and Highborn. You can go south from Freeport to get Tea Garden. And then the rest, they're out of the way no matter which way you look at it. But DM and High Pass and Freeport are like the coaches you need to have as quickly as you can. Speaking of power leveling, there's a lot of people that power level on here too. Probably a good third of the time, the groups I end up getting are being power leveled at low levels anyway. Oh yeah, dude, the Alakazam maps with the little squares. Godsends. Love those maps. I went on Wayback Machine and I had written like an API to pull a bunch of data, and I was able to recover those maps. Love those maps. But also on I have a link to it on returnhome, but Zai made a map you can zoom in and out, and it's like Google Earth but for EQOA. It's super cool. Oh yeah, Crocs. Everybody goes to Crocs at some point. The Crocs, the Nashirs, and Deathfist Citadel, the Kappas, the Minotaurs, the Slavers. I'm trying to like name all the big camps that everybody did back in the day. Alright, so this is the river to Mord, so Mord should be like right around this corner. I know Trance were big, but Trance didn't get big until after the luck became like a permanent staple. I could be talking out of my ass though. I just don't remember the luck being big until after that. Also, there was like a camp in I think it was Plain the Sky with the cat people, but it wasn't the aggro range. There was a lot of paths there that weren't on a like straight path that like DFC was. So there were camps there, just not a lot of people went there. Yeah, necromancers were hardcore at it too. Their pets just couldn't die. I could probably power level some people, like maybe like level 10s on my enchanter, but if I power level again on this game, it'll be with this either a shaman or a warrior. I am excited that the stuff that I put on the stream worked. Like your chats are showing up on the left there, and the follows are showing up on the right. That's kind of exciting. Oh, Paladin with his special weapon. Oh yeah, and the whole gator and like the werewolf stuff is in now. Oh, he's got like the Buster Sword looking weapon. Now you just showing off, Mr. Gator. Mr. Alligator. Alright, I think we need to go back west. Check the map one more time. What do you want? Thing. Okay, we're in Mord, so Mount Hate Spike is southeast. So let's look at the topographical map and make sure I'm not full of crap. Okay, so I'm in Mord. If I head back west, get on the river, and follow the river south, I will hit DM. Cool. Let's do it. Also, the benefit to like grabbing Mord now is that should I need to, hop off here or should I die or whatever, it saves me a run to get back on the path to DM. I feel like I got a lump in my throat all of a sudden. Finland, huh? Finland. Is it cold out there? Like all the time? I say cold because I live in Texas in the US and and I live in a swamp, so it's not just hot most of the time, but it's also very humid. And I've only seen snow twice in my life. It's only ever snowed twice here in my 36 years of being alive. I do love the cold though. I like to keep the air conditioner in the house somewhere like in the low 70s to the high 60s. Did I pass the damn river? No, right? Anyway, I try to keep it kind of cool, and my girlfriend loves it warm. I feel like I should have hit this freaking river already. Unless it's right. It doesn't look like it, because that... Alright, something funky's going on. Because I definitely feel like I should have hit it by now. Did I go too far north? No, you know what? I bet it's past this mountain right here. What zone am I in? Let's see. Darn Village East. Yep, there it is. Okay, and there's Darn Village. Okay. Winters are cold here, yeah, but summer we have 2 months a year, 86 Fahrenheit on a hot summer day. -4. I think the coldest I've ever seen it get here is in the teens. And the hottest is... In the summer, we usually hit... I think the highest is usually like 105 to 107 Fahrenheit. But you take that heat on top of the humidity. Like, we're always at peak humidity. I don't know what the percentage is off the top of my head, but it is high. -4. That sounds fun, though. I guess if you work outside, it wouldn't be. Or if you had to commute, it probably wouldn't be. But if you didn't, if you worked from home, that's just some hot cocoa, central heating, and that's just a good day right there. Campfire. -22. I love cold, but that sounds not fun. Yeah, because if you use Celsius, I'm like any other typical American, honestly. I can't do the conversion in my head. I should be able to at this point, but I can't. I'm not even bad at math. I just don't know, like, the conversion rate. Isn't it like plus 30, 32 or something? Yeah. We learned it. We learned the Celsius conversion too. I just don't remember it. I remember I had to learn it in school, and then I had to learn it in Boy Scouts. And they taught us, like, winter survival stuff in Boy Scouts. But we don't live anywhere near snow. But they were like, if you ever get caught in a snowstorm and you find yourself in an avalanche, you spit so you know which way to dig. You spit and it'll go on your face, and then if it goes down, then you dig up. If it goes up towards your forehead, then you're upside down and you need to dig towards your feet. And I was like, cool, that's definitely gonna help me here in southeast Texas where it's nothing but swampland. Cool. I mean, I get why they did it to make it well-rounded or whatever, but like, shit that's stuck in my brain from now on that I will most likely never ever use. The only traveling out of the US that I plan on doing is my girlfriend is originally from Bolivia in South America, and she has family down there and stuff, and we're gonna go visit. Um, that's the only like out of the. I know she wants to go to France and stuff, and I'll go with her if we end up, being able to afford that later on. But I've never. I've been to Florida in the U.S. and I've been to California in the U.S. And I drove to Florida. I've been to Florida twice. That's where my girlfriend lived before she moved here with me, and I drove out there to meet her for the first time. And one of my best friends lived in Florida. I actually met him on EverQuest, and we went to each other's high school graduations. And then I was super into WoW for the longest time, and I went to a BlizzCon in California. I got into crypto for a hot minute, and I ended up making a few thousand off of crypto. So I was like, I've always wanted to go to BlizzCon, and I have this extra money. I'm going to BlizzCon with all the crypto money I made. Kind of dodged a bullet with them too, with Blizzard. I was uh I was being interviewed for a junior developer and a QA position with them. But they wanted me to like move to Austin or move to California, and their pay was dog shit for the cost of living in those areas. Like if they would have let me work from home where I currently live, that would have been fine. It was like 55,000 or something. That would have been fine. I could easily live here on 55,000. But like Austin or Santa Monica, hell no. It was cool to be interviewed by them though. Like that, childhood me was just going, "We've made it! You did it!" But I'm back to being a front end developer for an e-commerce company. I have not been to New York. My girlfriend's been to New York. I would get her to tell you all about it, but she went to go lay down and play on her iPad. Her and her sister went to New York like a year or so ago. I've been to Baton Rouge. I've been to pretty much every major city in Texas. I've been to Tulsa, Oklahoma. I've been to uh, Kansas City, Missouri. I've been to Miami, Florida. I've been to San Francisco, California. I've been to Naples, Florida. Trying to think of anywhere else that may be famous internationally. I've been to Baton Rouge a couple of times. Or Baton Rouge, New Orleans. I don't know that people know what Lafayette is, but I've been to Lafayette a few times. So the thing with the old westerns is they were shot most of the time in like New Mexico and Arizona and Montana and stuff like that. Where, yeah, cowboys are a thing out there. But when people think cowboys, a lot of times they think of Texas. And there are a lot of good cowboy spots in Texas if you're like an actual cowboy, but they don't usually shoot a lot of movies in Texas. You would think, but I don't I don't know anything about wrestling. I know that he's a wrestler, and I remember John 316 or whatever it was like his slogan. But I remember a story about somebody from Europe who came to America and found out that WrestleMania like wasn't a huge thing here, and like a lot of people in Europe apparently thought that like WrestleMania was pretty much a national holiday or something. I always thought that was super funny, but my ex-wife uh, grew up watching wrestling, but I didn't. There's DM. We made it. Now we just gotta get the high pass and then Freeport. I think once we get to Freeport, though, I'll probably get close to calling it a night. Gonna go watch either Ted Lasso or Ghost with my girlfriend until we fall asleep. Uh, yeah, I bet like old New York would be super cool. I know this person, not in real life, but like, hey Kai. Old New York in like the like 1920s type stuff. Oh shit, I forgot to put on invis. Shit, double shit. Hey, guy, will you kill this thing? Haha, okay. What's I saying? New York, New York, right. New York is a rough place now, from what I understand. You have to have half decent street smarts to make it in New York nowadays. But like 1920s New York, yeah, sure, super cool. I would have loved to have visited that time period in New York, but I like noir films though, so that's where my whole like 1920s type feel comes from. actually don't remember which which way I'm supposed to be going. South. We're gonna go south till we get past that mountain, then we're gonna cross that big grassy field. We're gonna come up the hill, and then we're gonna be like right at High Pass. And then we're just gonna go east until we hit the desert, and then keep going east, and we'll hit Freeport. Okay. I have not completely forgotten this. I do like prefer the conning system in this game as opposed to modern MMOs. I would even go as far to say the same thing with Final Fantasy XI. Like the old conning systems where you're not given the exact level of whatever it is. It's that danger that makes it a little more fun, I think. Go. Choo-choo. Oh yeah, somebody gave me Sal. That was also nice of them. I didn't thank them, but I didn't really notice either. I wasn't paying attention. I agree. I very much agree. And Final Fantasy XI, I love. I super love Final Fantasy XI. I'm not excellent at it, but I'm not the worst. But 14, man, I could not get into 14. Like, hardly at all. I want to say this is where I turn. I may have got off the road too early. I don't know. Did I? Really hope my invis doesn't pop here. Whatever, we're just gonna go east. I'm pretty... Oh, shit. Well, at least we got DM. I don't have to run my ass all the way back. Like, I know people rave about the story in 14. I couldn't get into it at all. Like, 14 just lost me. I got max level, too. And I did a few raids or whatever they call them in that game. But yeah, I guess it was like because everything was all over the place. It didn't feel like there was any cohesion to any part of the game. Like, it wanted to be futuristic, but also fantasy, but also medieval. I don't know. Something about it just rubbed me the wrong way. You don't remember anything about the systems in EQOA? Honestly, I don't think there's all that much. There's the conning system, so it's like green, light blue, blue, white, yellow, red. And then there's the EXP debt, there's class mastery, obviously your stats and armor, that's any MMO. I think the only real thing that they have different is class mastery and... Class mastery was this. So you could do CMs and you could get points like you turn off your experience, and you would put it towards class mastery points. Then you could get, see, like this. You get stuff like this where you get a defensive mod, you get +5 movement rate, cold resist. Those are my racials. And then at a certain point, you could get a master class. So instead of a shaman, you'd be an elder. Or there was some other one for shaman. For warriors, it was hero or defender. So you got to like pick the path you wanted to go down. And each one had pros and cons to it. Like hero was more offensive. Defender, obviously, more defensive. Stuff like that. Yeah, it was a frontier thing. Also in Frontiers, like that guy who was an alligator, you could unlock different lycanthrope. So you could be like a were gator, a were lion, a were bear, were rat, or werewolf. Or you could become a vampire. Or you could forego any of them and become a like were hunter, a monster hunter. Well, that's shitty. I didn't know that. I also didn't know anybody, I guess I never really thought about it. I don't think I've met anybody who played who wasn't in the US. That's a lie. That's not true. I know a few people from South America who played. And in Central America. That's still America. Damn it, did I really just do the same shit? Come on. Pull my head out of my ass. Okay. Somebody's fighting back there. I remember one thing that wasn't in Frontiers that is in, or that wasn't in the original but is in Frontiers that I did not like. I still am not a huge fan of it, but the mist effect over like cold water or hot water or whatever, or in foggy places to add atmosphere, I was never a fan of that. It didn't add anything to the game for me. You probably saw it earlier when we were running by the water near Hallis. Alright, let's try to get to High Pass one more time without dying. Somebody just was talking about the Narret guards having their katana and washizaki. Man, as soon as I was like level 37, 38, and I could solo those guards, I went and killed them just for those weapons. They weren't good, but they were cool looking. think we in a good enough spot to re-invis. I don't completely eat shit like last time. Last time was probably more my own fault than the invisibility. Oh, God damn it, why are you slow down? That's gotta be a bug, where every once in a while you're invisible, you slow down. It's 20 times worse playing a rogue and using invis. Because you're already slow, but when that like little slow down bug thing hits, you move at like no speed. Okay, let's just see. Are we in a good enough spot? Yes. I think I'm safe to invis. There we go. Yeah, I ran in front of a will-o'-the-wisp a second ago, which is what I was saying earlier. I don't, like I said, I haven't seen any mobs see through invis that aren't supposed to. But like that wisp that killed me a second ago definitely was supposed to see through invis, and I just wasn't paying attention to the fact that it was right in front of me. Hey, Swisherhouse, that's the dude that helped us earlier. Says that he hit level 12 on Shaman and can solo reds. Yeah, I mean, he's been bug testing this for a long time. Honestly, it could have been a thing. It may still be a thing, but it was probably a thing, and then he brought it up and they fixed it. He's like one of the people I would love to get on my stream to have a conversation with. Him, I could probably get Altura. That probably wouldn't be a problem. I, I I'm friends with him on Facebook, like real life stuff, and same thing with Dustin. I could pull, but Dustin's going through a lot right now. And Zai. But like the two big people that I would have a hard time getting on here is Zai and Nostalgia, just because I don't have a quick way to reach them. Zai, I've talked to him through email, but he lives over somewhere in Europe, like Finland, or like you. I don't think he lives in. I don't know. He might live in Finland. I don't remember, but something like that. And sorry, I'm trying to get my bearings because I shouldn't be seeing this rock thing. I think I went too far south. But his time zone is super late, like yours is, so I would have to stay up late or something. Yeah, Xyloff. Okay, yeah, so I'd have to, like, figure out a way to make that time difference work to get him on the stream to talk to him. From what I understand, English isn't his strong suit, but I mean, he types well enough in the email correspondence I've had with him. Okay, shit, I don't remember this. I gotta look at the map real quick. Hang on, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, I went north. Did I go like way too far north? I had to have, right? Or is that... No, that's High Pass right there. Okay, no, I didn't go far north enough. Alright, whatever. Alright, I don't need the map anymore. I'm back. Yeah, I'd love to interview him. I think that'd be fun. Just I'd have to work it out with him and all that. It's not something I can like playing phone tag with him right now is not something I have time for. But he seems like a nice enough guy. And he's definitely smart. He knows what he's talking about. Yeah, Altura and them were doing a podcast a while back. I don't know what happened to it. I think they were calling it like LFG or something. I could probably ask him, but I think that kind of fizzled out. I would like to see some more like that honestly that's why I updated the website and I made it more of a neutral focus between all the projects, and that's why I'm doing streaming. That's why I'm updating the YouTube with my VODs and like making some videos, and I'm planning on doing some tutorials and stuff. I want to see more people get community involved rather than either just playing the game or um, working on independent projects and not community collaborating. But I'd like to see some content creators like jump in and start getting on the EQOA train. Hey, there's your special cleric weapon, your little hammer. Little hammer. Let's see if there's anybody else with cool weapons while we're in here. Might as well, right? Oh, there's those pillar maces. I had a few of those. Oh, I remember this. Trying to get to the... trying to get to the top of that thing. Nomicus Prime. Where are you? 39 Shadow Knight. Let's see. Oh, there's the rogue weapons. Sweet, sweet rogue weapons that I want on my rogue. Also, that shield. Love that shield so much. The model of that shield is one of my favorite shield models in any video game ever. Oh, they are. But they're while they may be ugly, you have to admit they are unique. When you see them, they stand out. I don't know that being a polished turd is necessarily a good thing, but you definitely notice a polished turd. Oh, I was hoping I was gonna fall. I I actually don't remember if fall damage was a thing in this game or not. I don't think it is. It's not, right? Like, I could get as high as I wanted and fall off something, but I'd still live. These pit claws were like part of the luck quest, if I remember right. Because it was like a little halfling. Jesus, they're loud. Are you a rare spawn? Alright. Oh, I actually love that cloak thing you're wearing. Come back here. I want to look at that cloak thing you're wearing. That's sick. Yeah, I didn't think it was. I don't remember it being a thing. Okay, we just gotta keep going east. We'll get to Freeport, and then honestly, we'll probably call it a night after that. But tomorrow, if I jump on and stream, we can do quest. Not quest. Group. I'm tired. I am not going to be able to word correctly the rest of the night. So enjoy that. Enjoy me not being able to word. Probably should just follow the road, but I'm a rebel. What can I say? So I've said this on stream before, but you see that icon for the inner fire where it says or where it looks like a fist with a green aura around it. So back in the day, we didn't have HD TVs. We didn't have great monitors to run this game on. We had those big, shitty TVs that had horrible resolution, right? Until I got on Sandstorm, I always thought that that was somebody's head with green hair and they had like a green afro. And I never understood why it was a man with a green afro. And now I get it. There was some other icon too that I was like, holy crap, man, this is what I thought it was. Yeah, I mean, if you have everything downloaded, it doesn't take that long to set up. But I'm always down. Like, if you're on when I'm on, and you want to, I'll start a new character with you or whatever. I think most of the time, if I'm gonna be on EQOA, I'm gonna be streaming. If I'm not on EQOA, I'm either playing Final Fantasy 11 or I'm working on a website, or I'm working on eqoaemu, or I'm working. With the exception of Saturdays. Saturday nights or Saturday afternoons is date night every week for me and my girlfriend. And then every other Sunday, I am a DM for a D&D group for everybody in my department at work. We just did a Cthulhu-like campaign, and now that that campaign's over, they went back to the mainland and from this haunted island thing that turned out to be mind flayers. And now we're doing a witch-like carnival type thing. The last one was a very noir, serious, dark campaign, and so I'm trying to make this one really light and fun and funny. There's a gnome, quote unquote, wizard, and all of his spells are just ridiculous things. Like Mage Hand is actually just a pet monkey that he's trained to go grab things, and like when he casts Fireball, he just pulls a Molotov cocktail out of his bag and throws it. Or his blind spell is throwing sand in somebody's eyes. Magic Missile is just a crossbow with a bag of confetti at the end. Also, anybody who casts magic is a wizard to him. Druids, those are forest wizards. And his name is Wizard Khalifa. I know y'all didn't join the stream to hear me talk about D&D, but there's only so much EQOA I can talk about while I'm running to Freeport. There's not a lot of nostalgia-y or game mechanic-y or anything I can do while I'm just running invisible to the desert city of Freeport. I didn't look around if there were mobs. I just kind of hoped I didn't die there. I want to say after this corner here, like I should follow the edge of that mountain. Oh, absolutely. I've been playing Warhammer 40k and D&D since I was a teenager. And then I got into like Call of Cthulhu and Cyberpunk and all those games. But I think the longest running campaign I had was we had a campaign at work when I was in college. And so I was in college for my network engineering degree, and I worked at a call center, and it was the night shift, and we never had any calls. And after work every Friday night, we would go to our boss's house and play D&D. And we did that for 2 years. I think that was the longest campaign I ever was a part of. I didn't DM that for 2 years. My boss DM'd, but that was probably the longest campaign I ever had. I had a few like 1-year campaigns with a buddy of mine named Chris. I need to be going east. I swear I feel like I've taken the wrong turn here. No, you know what it is? I bet I'm at this corner piece here. No, I can't be. Well, this road only goes one way. It doesn't break off. So, like, I have to be going the right way. There's no... Did I cross a bridge already? That'll tell me where I'm at. No, because this is the broken towers. Okay, yeah, so I have to be... So the mountain should be there. This should go around the mountain. Yeah, I'm still going the right way. Yeah, if you've never played D&D, I strongly suggest it. It is fun. I mean, you know, you get a friend, like, if somebody's DMing, odds are they have all the books. So you don't have to buy all the books most of the time. The only, like, investment you have to put in it is a number 2 pencil, a pencil sharpener, and a set of dice. And a set of dice, a cheap set, probably going to run you US, like, 10, 15 bucks. Personally, though, I have a huge dice collection with tons of different dice bags and dice boxes. And I have a big Blood Angel set, army for Warhammer 40k. I have just a metric ton of D&D and Warhammer books and Cyberpunk books and Call of Cthulhu and all the D&D type D20 games, tabletop games. Have I ever encountered cheating dices? No, I haven't, but I know how to make them. They're not like... It's not difficult to make a set of cheating dice. You just put weight on the opposite side of whatever you don't want, or remove weight on the side that you do want, and then cover it up with paint. It's a bit harder to do with like a D20 because the space is so small. You'd have to be very, very, very careful. But like a regular, like a gambling dice at like a casino, yeah, that's super easy to do. You get caught instantly, but it's not like difficult to do. If you go play Bones on the street, yeah, that happens all the time. I've seen some dudes get the ever loving shit beat out of them for cheating at a game of Bones. There is our path. Yeah, here's that stupid fog. I get it. I just don't like it. Yeah, it takes a commitment if you're gonna do it on a regular basis. One-off games you could do in like a 6 to 8 hour session. We do 2 hours every other week. So, you know, a month we do 4 hours. Just depends. Depends on your people, depends on the time. Depends on your schedules. I got a good enough spot to reviz. Yeah. I do also have a bunch of board games. I do like board games. I have a couple of different versions of Monopoly. I have Fallout Monopoly, I have regular Monopoly. I think I have some other kind of Monopoly. From a D&D campaign? No. No, usually everybody's super chill, and 99.9... Oh, hey, look, it's a wizard place. I haven't seen one of these in a while. I want to go check this out, just because nostalgia. No, I've never had to, but 99.9% of the time, if I'm doing a D&D group, it's with people I know, and I already get along with, so... Oh, man, these were the wizard portals. Oh, that's cool. Alright. Sweet. Neato Cheeto. And also, I've never played, like... I have Magic the Gathering cards, but I don't really play. I like collecting them. And the times I have played, I've never played competitively. I've never played any like board game competitively, but I have heard the horror stories of people who play competitively or play D&D in like mass groups at big game shops in the cities. Yeah, I've heard of, you know, people getting kicked out of those, but not locally here. We have like 2 game shops locally, and one is like 35 minutes away, and the other one's like 20 minutes away. And the one that's 20 minutes away doesn't even have like a gaming spot. They just sell some stuff and have mostly comic books. The only place that's big around here is called Bookstand, and it's like a 35-minute drive. And even then, they don't hold like big games. I think the biggest thing they do is Magic the Gathering. They hold Warhammer tournaments every now and again, but it's not for money or anything. It's usually like you could win a box of whatever you play if you come in first or whatever. But I don't live in a big. The nearest big city is Houston to me, and it's like 2.5 hours away. Yeah, it's not that many of them anymore. It wasn't a lot of them when I was a kid either, but you know what I mean. Especially out here in the rural areas, we don't. Oh, what are the odds? Hey there, Mr. Drew. Oh, are you gonna give me Sal? Thank you. Thank you, Lucy, if you see the VOD later. That'll make getting to Freeport a lot easier. So where I live, I can't just get to the beach. It's not like that, because like I said, it's swamp. But I'm probably less than 45 minutes away from the Gulf of Mexico. I am super close to the Gulf of Mexico. So, and like I said, I live in a swamp, so I am way out in the boondocks. I am a country boy, as they say. I don't. Sal is level 12. I have it in my inventory. I just can't use it yet. But once I have invisibility, getting to Freeport becomes the objective. Because if I can get to Freeport at level 8, I can find groups to do Nashirs or Highwaymen or, stuff like that. Well, and also the Highwaymen and stuff, I can easily solo those where and they're centralized, where back in Hallis, it's kind of a pain in the ass to find anything that's clumped together that good, that's easy to kill. Yeah, I want to say like 4 levels, you can go back to your class trainer, and buy your spells. Pick them on scrolls. I usually pre-buy my next set when I'm there, if I can afford it. I couldn't afford all of my 12, so I just bought Sal. But by the time I'm 12, I'll be able to afford all of them. Hey, Orc Scout. Okay. So there's Freeport. I can see the walls. I love Freeport so much. Out of any MMO city that exists, Freeport is my favorite. Hands down. The next runner-up would probably be Bastock in Final Fantasy XI, and then Ironforge in World of Warcraft, and then Orgrimmar in World of Warcraft. But Freeport will always, forever hold a special place in my heart. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's what makes it monotonous is if you go into all of the coaches at once, or if you start super far away, or you're evil. Like, that's when it becomes a real pain in the ass. Like the erudits. If you coach run and don't just take the boat, it takes forever. Because you have to go from Highborn to Queens to DM to High Pass to the whole map and then some. I know I didn't need to heal, I just wanted to break my invis. Bam, saw on that ledger. Alright. There's a druid with his big wolfy wolf. Wolfness. Remember that? Remember that sword? The big penis sword? The Grimblade? Big old wiener. Is that a ranger with his epic weapon? Yeah, it is. Or her epic weapon? Whatever. And that crystalline orb shield. Still to this day, that shield is sick. And the epic weapons of this game, top tier art as far as like video game weapons go. There's a necromancer. I mean, it's not his epic weapon, but it's still pretty cool. It's like the whole rib cage thing. Yeah, Freeport's usually pretty stocked with people. And then you're gonna see a bunch of people down there at, south where the Crocs are. There's usually always people grouped there. DM is pretty crowded. Like DM, High Pass, and Freeport, you're gonna see a lot of people there. But yeah, you can definitely tell, like, it's not a dead game. On Zai's site, he keeps a live player count. Actually, I think on his Discord too now. He has a live player account on his Discord. Oh, you're just doing cells. Also, there's that skeleton thing I was talking about. You're not even a necromancer, you're just a wizard. Alright. Dark Elf Enchanter. Wait, what? Oh, so he must be a werewolf. That's why he's a wolf. He's not even a druid. Let's see. No, it just the who just gives you the people. It doesn't tell you the actual number. I'm sorry, little wizard. I can't give you nothing, bud. I ain't got. So I can give you this. I can give you that. Oh, Paladin though. I can give him extra health because Paladin. Buff these people with my crappy buffs. That gives them probably a whole 10 health points. What are you? You're an enchanter, right? Yeah. Oh, what do we have here? Druid with a book and... Okay, that... Let me zoom in real quick, hang on. I'm not trying to get Sal from you. I appreciate it. Not what I wanted. That little totem thing he's holding, one of those drops from the Crocs, and on my shaman back during like live, I wanted one of those so bad. I farmed for that thing for so long. Eventually I got it. Also, that monk that was just here, he had a monk weapon that I wanted too, which was like a police baton. I ended up finding one of those too. Hi, Boots. My cat Boots just ran in here and apparently demanding attention. Can I help you, Boots? No? Okay. And here's where everybody used to come to duel. This was our dueling arena. Everybody would stand here and wait their turn and come up here and duel. Yes, Boots. Meow. These guys are level 20. Whoa, how is he level... He's like, must be like level 10 or something? These guys were 25 back in the day, right? Yeah, okay. So this one's probably 25. For some reason, that one's not. Whatever. A cool little knife. Wait, was he a rogue? Yeah, he was. Okay. You don't see a lot of Dark Elf rogues. I don't remember seeing a lot of them. So the thing I was talking about earlier with the boat was, see, you can get to other places with the Dockmaster now. I want to say, what's going on there? All right. Yeah. See. So if you're if you're a rooted, you can talk to the person in Highburn and just instantly come to Freeport. Like quest walkthroughs and stuff. On my website under guides, I have a PDF that opens up in your browser of the official Prima guide for Frontiers, and it has like all the quests and walkthroughs and stuff. It's yeah, it's under official game info. Yes, sir. I had to go double check myself. I couldn't. I'm getting to that point that my brain is shutting down, and I'm like, what did I have it? What link did I have it under in the mega menu? I don't remember. Yeah, I've been streaming 3 hours. Alright, I think I'm calling it a night, everybody. I'm going to go and relax with my lady and watch some TV. Let's see if we can run a raid real quick. Is there anybody else streaming EQOA right now? Nope. Let's see. That guy who this dude does stream EQOA, but right now he's streaming Heroes of the Storm. And he's been going at it for 4 hours. And he has 1 viewer. We're gonna try. Yeah, of course, man. I stream a pretty good amount, so you know, if you're followed, cool. Just pop on if I'm on. And you can always check out the VOD on YouTube. YouTube links on the website. I think it's on here too. Let's see. Raid that dude. See if it works. Ah, it did work. Alright, we're raiding this dude. Again, appreciate everybody showing up. Y'all have a good night, and we'll be back for more. I promise. Yeah, for sure, man. Anytime you can, I appreciate it. And if you just want something to listen to while you're at work or something, you want to listen to something EQOA, the VOD's always there. And even if there's nobody in the chat, I still talk, because I talk a lot, even if I ramble. Alright, have a good night, Echo, or Eco, however we're pronouncing it. Again, I appreciate you. You have a good night.